Viewer warning. CORGS-CON does not contain corgi puppies. That's kind of sad, really. Well, hello there, real gamers. Retro Rob here, and welcome to Retro Rob Plays Everything. Today I've got a haul video for you. Last weekend I was at CORGS-CON. That is in Ohio. It was a great convention. I actually got to talk to people for once. Usually I'm busy running around at whatever convention Guys, Games, and Beer is at, doing stuff in the background, but this time we had everything set up on time and everything was working, and it was great because I just really got to visit, which I don't always get to do. So it was nice seeing those of you who stopped by and said hi. And I also did one of the, I'm looking down at it, that's really a bad habit on video. Anyway, I did actually buy quite a bit, which I haven't done at conventions. The prices were pretty good. In fact, I got some things that were really decent deals, which doesn't happen a lot at cons anymore. Usually it's like just pretty high, with a couple deals, but this is like a lot of stuff. I mean, I just bought more than usual. Why don't I blather on for another 20 minutes? You can watch that, or I can show you the stuff. How about I show you the stuff?
Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, or I will go Skynet on your butt.
Alright folks, before I get going, I'm going to mention that I've changed mics. I'm trying out a Sennheiser MK200 mic, where I used to use a Rode mic. The Rode mic broke recently, and I decided not to get another of the same thing, so I'm trying this one out. Let me know how this one sounds. Anyway, first game, Kingdom Hearts 3D, and this is for the Nintendo 3DS. I don't collect a lot of 3DS stuff anymore, but it was pretty cheap, so I decided to grab it. It is complete. It has the manual, full color, by the way. Remember when Nintendo used to do that? The game, of course. And I know people like to see this, so I'm going to pull this out and show you the inside cover, because this is one of the ones that had an inside cover. That was different from the front, or outside. A second. I'm going to try not to wreck this on camera. Trying to do a lot less destroying stuff on camera. I'll say that for off camera. But anyway, there's that. Darkness becomes light. Light falls into darkness. In preparation, I almost said that wrong. In preparation for an impending threat, Sora and Riku enter the sleeping worlds to take the Mark of Mastery exam. They will face new enemies and make new friends in worlds they've never set foot in. If they can successfully unlock 7 sleeping keyholes and return to their world, they will retrieve a great power and be deemed the true Keyblade Masters. Well, can't beat that, right? Alright, so this is Kazoo Mario. And there's a story about this. Basically what happened was I lost the SD card to my multi-cart that I usually bring to conventions. So, about the first vendor down, by the way, great guy. I'm trying to remember his name. I cannot believe I cannot remember his name. But anyway, he had this copy of Kazoo Mario, and I gave him full price for it. I didn't really care, but it's a homebrew cartridge, and it is a, oh my goodness, hard version of Super Mario World, and it's, here, I'll turn it around, but it looks really good, right? For, like a homebrew cart. But anyway, it is impossibly hard, and there's some sadist in me that just loved leaving it out there and watching people play it. We actually had a couple people that were on it for like an hour or two just trying to get past the first level. It was terrible. Yeah, really hard game. Let me know if you want to see this one. Like I said, I'm not going to make it anywhere on it. We barely got past like the first screen of it. Seriously. It's that hard. Or I'm that bad. That might be it. Alright, here is a game that I have been hunting for a reasonably priced copy of for years. This is Hero by Activision. If you know it, I mean, there's not much to say. It's one of the best side-scrolling platformers on the Atari 2600. It is truly, truly one of the great games. It has always been outrageously priced at conventions. It's also outrageously priced on eBay. Well, I guess it's not outrageously priced because, you know, it's a market. But still, it's always been like $80, $100 sometimes just for the cartridge itself. I paid $40, so I'm really happy about that. By the way, I'm not going to tell you the price on everything because I don't remember the prices, but on this one I remember that it was ridiculously low, so I grabbed it, and I'm really happy to have this. Seriously, years I've been hunting for a reasonable copy of this and finally got it, so super happy. Alright, next we have Pick and Pile for the Atari 2600 by Ubisoft. This game was made in 1990. Think about that. Can you ever think about a console lasting 20 years? 20 plus years for the Atari 2600, by the way. That is pretty impressive. But anyway, here's the back of it. And it is so hard to read. I gotta tell you, man. This yellow on anything should be white print. I'm getting old. I'm grumpy. Get off my lawn. Anyway. A multitude of colored symbols are falling from the sky, and it's your job to make them disappear. That's the aim of this crazy game. And I'm telling you, it's really hard to read these, so I'm not going to read the rest of it. Just from this distance, I can barely see it. But it looks interesting. It looks like a Tetris-like game. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to love this. I mean, the state of Atari games by 1990, of course. Look at that cartridge. That is something else. And then we got the instructions, which are very, look at that. Very black and white. But I still think it's really interesting that there were Atari games still being made in 1990, Pretty sweet. Alright, next. Don't want to do them both at once. We've got Scrapyard Dog. No, it's not the complete game. This is actually just a box for it. So it's stuffed with paper, but I did get it for the sub $10 range. So I'm going to pick up a copy of Scrapyard Dog that doesn't have a box. And I'm going to recombine it with its owner. And then I will have a box copy, which will make me super happy. I've played this game on the channel before. Come on, Rob. Don't. It's not a bad box anyway. There we go. Can Louis save his pooch from becoming dog meat? Our friend Louis loved his dog. By the way, this is how you do text. But why would some thugs pooch nap this poor puppy? The thugs want the deed to the scrapyard. Will Louis stand for this? It's up to you and Louis to survive over 15 levels. Did I mumble that? It's up to you and Louis to survive over 15 levels of danger and find the ultimate bad dude, Mr. Big. Scrapyard Dog features graphics and sound that push all the limits. It's part of the power that Atari brings you. For use with the Atari 7800, and you better call it the Pro System, people. And controllers. And I played this. I think I played the Lynx version of this on the channel before. All right, next we got a game that I've been meaning to do for Atari for a really long time. That's Reactor. I have almost bought this at 2 conventions, but at this one again, sub $10 range, so it's kind of hard to beat. It does have the game inside, in this case, and it does have the manual. Out of curiosity. Let's see. I don't know if you've ever seen the arcade game for this guy. The actual arcade machine. But it is crazy cool. It has these big speakers that just bump out this tune. It's like... It's awesome. It's really a cool arcade game to behold. And the Atari tries really hard. It's actually another one of my favorite arcade ports. I thought it was pretty decent. Your ship is trapped inside the heart of a nuclear reactor, a reactor whose core is rapidly approaching meltdown. Time is running short, and you must act quickly. As nuclear particles bombard your craft, you fight to blast them and destroy the reactor's control rods. If you succeed, the core will shrink, but if you don't... Yeah, it's a cool game. I know the port doesn't look amazing, but it plays very well for something that originally had a trackball and ended up with joystick controls. So, cool game. All right, got a couple more things left. All right, next I got a couple of PlayStation 1 games. Haven't been buying a lot of these at conventions lately because it's kind of hard to find games that aren't outrageously priced that I don't have. But here we got a couple that I bought. I think I bought them between 10 and 15 bucks for the pair. But anyway, we've got Cardinal Sin, which I had never actually heard of, by 989 Studios, or 989 Studios if I want to pronounce it correctly. At least I think that's how they do it. Has the manual, of course. You can see that on the cover. And I've been asked to show these when they have them, so it does have an interesting background behind the disc. And on the back, you can see that it's a fighting game, and it says, ask for forgiveness. You're about to commit the ultimate sin. And sin is spelled S-Y-N, because it's cooler that way. A brutal battle to the death. Only one warrior will survive, but not before experiencing excruciating pain and suffering. And I'm just going to read the key features, which are torture, mutilation, rivers of blood, and bestial howls. Definitely not for the weak at heart. So that's kind of interesting. And it's a real-time, true 360-degree 3D fighting action game. You're about to face the ugliest fate possible to any living being. Pretty nice. All right, next. We've got this guy right here, which is ODT, Escape or Die Trying. Oh, I missed that. All right, there we go. And it's by Psygnosis. I always like Psygnosis games. Boy, they came out with a lot of stuff after the Amiga, didn't they? Anyway, I always think of it as an Amiga company, but they did a lot. And there we have the manual, of course. We've got the disc, and looking into the disc, we've got... Look at that. That is pretty cool. Some nice artwork behind it. And looking at... Oh, looking at the back. I've just scratched the disc. No, I haven't scratched it, but still. It's annoying. There we go. Escape ODT or Die Trying. Oh, that means... Look at that. ODT or Die Trying. I just figured that out. That is so clever. Anyway. Find yourself immersed in an atmosphere of mystery, magic, and mayhem. Fight your way through incredible multi-leveled 3D worlds while searching for a magical green pearl that will help save millions from decimation. With hand-to-hand combat, devastating weapon power, and some amazing magic spells, ODT leads you deep into the mysterious tower. Alright, it was a mysterious tower, fine, full of hideous enemies and hidden dangers. It gets tough, but there's no turning back. Wow. Alright, I've got one more thing to show you, and it's a big one. And then I've also got something that came in while I was away. Last thing I got while I was there is this awesome PS TV. That's right, it's a PlayStation TV. This was originally made for the PS3. I'm of course showing it with the Vita TV, or also called the PlayStation TV. Anyway, it came with this really cool bag that I'm showing right here. And it was right around 160, no, it was 150 bucks, I think I paid for it, which is just an insanely good price because you can see it's really in perfect condition. This is a 3D TV, which is really nice. You'll need active glasses for it though, but I've ordered some of those. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some games on this. This thing's really cool. Oh, no, you know, Poppy, I didn't pick you up at CORGS-CON. No, I didn't. So this showed up like right after I left for CORGS-CON. This is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and then this was the special pre-order bonus from Best Buy. So that's pretty cool. This actually looks really nice. I like it. And that wraps it up for the CORGS-CON haul. I would say my favorite things are the Hero game for the Atari, which I've been trying to get for a long time, and of course this beautiful Sony PlayStation monitor, which also I've been hunting for a little bit, not as long though. But I'd say those are definitely my favorites. Let me know what your favorites are down below. Also, if you were at CORGS-CON, what'd you get? Did you get anything really cool? Let me know. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do me a big favor. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, ring that bell, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.